Good job, man.
Oh, yeah, boy. 57.0. 3 seconds we found today. Happy days.
I thought it really good last lap, and then they all like look back and they're like, oh look, it's the chick, let's go straight. Like, hello, like you're 8 seconds faster than me. Is this really necessary? I'm just happy I made it in for now. Tomorrow, expectations might be a little higher. Second from this morning and 3 seconds from yesterday.
You just landed your girl in World Super Sport Grid.
What do you think about that, Dave? Pretty cool, isn't it?
That is beyond cool.
Yeah, it's definitely incredible experience. Melissa's riding her butt off.
Now, yesterday, you guys came off the track into the garage, a bit of frustration. There was a bit of a cloud there, and she was wanting to go faster, and you were wanting to go faster, and then you guys dropped like a grundle of seconds.
Yeah, we talked a lot last night about what the bike was doing and the problems she was having, the areas she was struggling, and came up with a solution, obviously, that worked. We made a bunch of changes to the geometry and the suspension last night, and she went about 2 seconds quicker this morning in morning warm-up immediately because she feels more confident with the setup, and then just dropped another full second in qualifying, so a total of 3 full seconds today just in basically setup and her feeling confident enough to push harder and ride harder.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you did?
It's top secret stuff, Dave. Come on.
But we have the right badge. Look, this badge says we can know.
Check your credentials.
What was the direction? Throw us a bone here, Mark.
Just a bunch of changes. Tire pressure, geometry. We raised the front end a little bit, changed springs, made a spring change to the rear suspension. Just trying to get the bike just a little bit more nimble, a little bit higher off the ground because she was dragging too much. Just kind of changed a lot of stuff. Took a crapshoot, basically.
Yeah, because I remember her saying to you at one point yesterday, it sure feels like I'm not getting as much turn out of the bike for the lean angle I'm carrying.
Yeah, she basically was to the point yesterday where she was dragging the bodywork, and you can see there's a couple nice big scrape marks there, and dragging her toes as well, and that's kind of unusual for her, but because it's such a high-speed flowing track where you're really banked over, so we basically kind of just raised everything up. We even moved her foot pegs up a little bit, get her feet off the ground, and just made her feel more comfortable, and obviously it's working.
How did this go? You dropped massive amounts this morning. You went in a little frustrated to the garage at the end of the day yesterday. You came out swinging, and you dropped like 80 seconds.
I was just livid yesterday because it seemed like for the amount of effort I was putting out there, I wasn't getting any results. And I had some complaints about the bike, and I have a tendency to second guess myself, and my confidence really was getting beat up, and I was thinking, am I just making excuses? But I stuck to my guns and made sure they understood, hey, I'm serious, there's a big problem here, and I don't think it's something that's just a click of this or turn of that. I think we've really missed the boat somewhere. And we actually got a little bit of advice from one of Crutchlow's mechanics who just came by and started asking questions and made us realize we missed it big time on something. So apparently it was good for 2 seconds this morning, and then in qualifying, I don't know, couldn't tell you where it came from.
It's just deep down.
Yeah, you just start hearing all those voices in your head that people that didn't think that you could, make the grid, and you just definitely want to prove them wrong. And obviously just making the grid's not going to be good enough for me. I think ideally I'd like to be racing with someone who's not just a wild card, but, someone who's in this series.
Well, you certainly got through the first goal, which was to get into the show, and now you can work on that one.
Exactly. So now I got a whole day to think about it and plan for it. My family's here, and I got a great crew, and my husband's here, and I definitely have all the support I need. So, and our bike is everyone told us you're not going to be able to build a bike that's good enough, and GYTR and Leo Vinci both stepped it up huge. And yeah, it might not be a World Super bike or World Super Sport spec bike, but the thing's not bad in a straight line.
We say me line up and
Mark Rosema, as you said a minute ago, pop goes the weasel. If this was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah, unfortunately, pop goes the weasel. And today wasn't our day. We had an engine that let loose during the race, unfortunately. Melissa was running well. We didn't finish.
Okay, Melissa Paris, World Supersport didn't end the way we wanted it to. It began wonderfully, making the grid, getting faster and faster, and then pop goes the weasel, as Mark said.
Definitely ended prematurely.
Yeah, it was going down the front straight, and I saw your hand come up in the air.
Yeah, like honestly, from the first lap, it was giving me the warnings that it was getting ready to give up the ghost, and I was just trying to make it as far as I could, and fortunately, it wasn't very far.
Well, like I said, luckily the sun rises tomorrow, and in 364 more of those, we can be back at it.
Yeah, I'm just actually looking forward to going to Road America next week, and I think I learned a lot this weekend, and got definitely some anger and frustration that I am ready to take out on some of those AMA boys.
Yes, we have Road America in 1 week, and this had to have been really good schooling, being out here circulating with all these uber fast people.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a moment where I was rolling out on the track, and I'm like, that's Gary McCoy in front of me. Like, I mean, so many fantastic riders, and every time I'm on track with them, I'm learning something. So I definitely think that I've improved a lot this weekend. So I'm excited to see what I have for the AMA crowd next weekend.
Okay, Mark, from here we go to Road America, which is next weekend, and pick up where we left off with the AMA season for you guys.
Yep, from here directly to Road America, and hopefully I can get another motor together in time and get that in, because the engine that we have for the AMA is still the engine that we did the Daytona 200 on, and it's really tired, and we really need a sponsor to come in with a budget so we can get some backup engines and get a little help here, because things are getting tight and we're running out of resources.
If we can, we're going to look, the rest of the races except Laguna are all on the East Coast, and if you can, you'll plan to run all those.
Yeah, budget, if budget allows, our plan is to do Road America, VIR, and New Jersey Motorsports Park, which is the last 3 AMA events on the East Coast. And then hopefully, if all goes well from there, we'll go down to Daytona and do the Race of Champions, and maybe even Road Atlanta for the WERA Grand Nationals. So we'll see.
See you in Road America.
See you in Road America.